So you start spinning these springs on. And you want to make sure that this spring hook goes up over the cable. That's your little spring hook right there. And then you just keep spinning these springs on. Once they get to the middle, they become really easy. But you can install a spring system in 30 minutes. I mean, these are a backup safety that'll keep your patrons safe. Got some other videos that show how these springs work, slowing the zipline trolleys down. So there's one spring on. These are your spring spacers. Usually one person can put this all together. Go ahead and... So here we'll spin this one on again. Move back a little bit. So I'm up here at Warner Valley. I'm going to put on the second spring. Once again, this little spring hook has to go over the top of the cable each time. These barrel-shaped telescoping springs install easier than a regular non-barrel shaped spring, basically a cylinder type. So you're going to continue to rotate this around. As you notice with this type of spring, if you put springs on, this one gets really easy when it gets midway through, where the other ones get really tight. So we have new spring spacers that we're going to show you how they work. I'll also do a model of it. So if you want to zoom in here, what we have is a couple of different places for the spring, for different type of springs that we have. You just slide that on there. Then you take the spring hook, which is this here, and you just hook it into that. See how that just hooks into there? Now you take another cable, another spring block, and you do the same thing with it. You got to remember these two have to be facing each other. So you put it on. Once again, you put the spring hook in your location. Then what you're going to do is rotate that spring around so that this spring block is in the right spot. Then you're going to put these together. You might be able to just put them together, get them started like this, and then just bring your spring hook in and then slide them tight. Sometimes, you know, it wouldn't hurt to have two people up here helping you, but you're going to push these spring blocks together tight to where they're flush. See how that's flush now? Now you've got some screws. You got screws that go in here and here, and that puts your spring together. Keep that in mind when you inspect springs. You just spin them around. You're looking for cracks. There is dye penetrant you can use on them, and the dye penetrant you can spray it on them and wipe them off. I would suggest doing that once a year. Spray the dye penetrant on. You might have to be trained to do that. Then you wipe it all off, spray a white powder that brings the dye out, and you'll see surface cracks. These springs are designed to last 1,000,000 cycles. That's what my manufacturer tells me. They're stainless steel. These ones are steel. Just testing a few other ones. We recommend 4 years, 200,000 cycles. Nice thing about this type of spring is when it collapses, the center closes. So you have two places that are closing. Instead of just bumping at one end and pushing that spring closed, you actually have the dynamics of two moving together, which makes this spring last longer. Richardson safety trolleys and barrel-shaped spring systems are all sold at Zipline, BreakingSolutions.com, ZipSafer.com. Really simple to install a spring array. We also have spring arrays that can go up above. You put them on a different cable, and then you tether them together, and we've got some videos of that on my YouTube channel. Thank you.